Hello and welcome. Welcome everyone to the Be Brave to Survive show. Like you see, I've got a branded shirt now for the channel, and this channel is growing by the special grace of God. And today, what we shall be talking about is just the things happening in Nigeria. And you know that President Bola Tinubu has finally passed the supplementary budget. The thing is, I don't even know, the lawmakers have actually passed the supplementary budget. Now what is the rush? What is the rush? A lot of stuff's happening in Nigeria, and it's just a challenging time right now in Nigeria, but the government passed the whole deliberation on the supplementary budget was just done by the National Assembly, and it was speedily passed, and the government have signed it into law. Soon we'll talk about what is actually in that budget, what the budget is made to fund, you know. But before I just start, by the way, my name is Jonathan and it is the BBS show, and the issues we talk about are health and challenges, how to be brave to survive. But the country where we're from, Nigeria, is really going through a turmoil. And personally, as a trained journalist, it's always important to always we have to talk about the issues in Nigeria. Definitely, it has to be a participatory government. And the Magdalena Iyam Cancer Foundation, which is also a civil society organization, has an obligation by the United Nations Convention to actually participate in governance and say things, talk to the government, act as be a pressure group, a pressure group for the government to actually see what is happening at the grassroots, what the people are going through. Now I'm going to read the press statement that was given when it was passed. It said President Tinubu signed 2.1 trillion naira supplementary 2023 budget, and this was done on November the 8th. That's a couple 2-3 days ago. Now it said President Bola Tinubu signed the 2.176 trillion supplementary appropriation act on Wednesday in Abuja to strengthen Nigeria's security architecture and address Nigeria's critical infrastructure deficit, among other considerations. Now, you see, the president signed the Supplementary Appropriation Act 2023 in his office at the State House in the presence of the Senate President Godswill Akpabio, Speaker of the House of Representatives, Right Honorable Tajuddin Abbas, Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Senator George Akume, Majority Leader of the Senate, Opeyemi Bamidele, the Chairman of the Appropriation Committee in the Senate, Senator Olalekan Adeola, and the House of Representatives, Honorable Abubakar Bichi, as well as the Chairman of the Federal Inland Revenue Service. Okay, all those people, Mr. Zach Adedeji. Now, he said, providing a breakdown of the supplementary budget, the Minister of Budget and Economic Planning, Senator Abubakar Bagudu, said the newly approved expenditure for defense and security consists of about 30%, while 35% is dedicated to the provision of critical infrastructure to be allocated to the Federal Ministries of Works, the Federal Capital Territory, and the Housing and Urban Development. It goes further to say the minister further explained that 32% of the supplementary budget was allocated to the new wage awards for Treasury paid federal workers to cushion the effect of the removal of fuel subsidy, in addition to the cash transfer to vulnerable persons, and to support the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, amongst others. INEC, with all the money that was even given to INEC in the February election that went, everyone knows how that went, and even looking at how they conducted the off-cycle election of Imo, Bayelsa and Kogi. What a shame. What a shame. They are still appropriate from the supplementary budget, even though the main budget of this year, funds have been allocated to the INEC, but from the same supplementary budget, which is still funded by borrowed money. borrowed money. Anyway, he said President Tinubu commended the National Assembly for its expeditious consideration and approval, assuring Nigerians that the executive arm of government would ensure the judicious use of budgeted resources. Okay, this was written by the special advisor to the president, Chief Ajuri Ingilali. Now, let us look at this. The issue of the supplementary budget that was speedily passed. You know, this is November. What was the rush? It didn't capture in the statement by the president special advisor that even Nigerians are going through challenges, serious challenges, from the very first day of this government, where he said the fuel subsidy has been removed, even though there was provision till the end of the month, but he removed it on the first of the month. But people didn't complain, because that is the problem. Nigerians just look at see things and just take things and like, okay, it's okay, we'll manage. We can't be suffering and smiling in this country. We can't be suffering and smiling. Now, in that budget, you know, it wasn't even captured in the statement that the special advisor provided. It wasn't captured that 400 and I think SUVs will be allocated. Sports utility vehicles will be able to all Nigerian lawmakers, including that of the Senate and of the House of Representatives. Over 400 SUVs, and these SUVs are going to be purchased from this supplementary budget, which was not even which didn't even reflect in the statement, because that's how they draw wool across people's eyes. You know, they release this statement, but people really don't know the nitty-gritty of what the supplementary budget is even made to fund. The supplementary budget is going to fund SUVs for vehicles and houses. It's going to fund vehicles for the National Assembly members, both the House and the Senate, as I said before. It's also going to fund sports houses for the president, his wife, and other public officials. This is a Tinubu that has almost all the properties in Bodilon, in Ikoyi, in Lagos, properties in London, properties in Abuja. The wife of the president, the office of the wife of the president, which is not even a constitutional office, was allocated money. Can you imagine? Let us, as Nigeria, let us think critically. Let us keep looking critically into these issues in Nigeria. Let us participate in government. Let us be informed. Let us be brave. Without bravery, we can't survive in this country, Nigeria, because the politicians are doing whatever they like. Now, the houses for the president, vice president, the office of the wife of the president, SUVs for lawmakers, and over $38 million was earmarked from this same money for 2.1 trillion naira, over 2.1 trillion naira, to yachts. When they saw that the issue of buying a presidential yacht didn't really go down well, they had to divert it to student loan system. Now, how are students going to access these loans? There has not been a breakdown. 2, look at the cash transfers that the government is transferring to people's account. Okay, that they call it the vulnerable. You know, sending money to the vulnerable people in Nigeria. Now, what register are they using? Who are receiving this money? That's why sometimes I really weep, whereby even the media space, I think media houses are supposed to go carry out investigative journalism into people who receive money. It's not just to get a record from somewhere, get a database, just send the money to whoever you want to send the monies to. But now, what is even in the rush? The over 460 federal lawmakers that will get SUVs, sport utility vehicles, valued at over $150,000 for one. Just for one, $150,000 for one of the SUVs, which have already been distributed. Look at, they signed into law. The vehicles have already been acquired. 460 at $150,000 for one, to carry out what? Constitutional duties. Every year they keep appropriating money for cars. My issue with this thing is that in the National Assembly we have people from the Labour Party, ABGA, PDP. What are these guys doing? If you guys campaigned against the policies of the APC, but now it has come to you getting jeeps, getting stuff or prayers, as Akpabio calls it, everyone is silent. We don't even have a viable opposition in the house. These people are getting SUVs for $150,000 for one, to carry out God knows what constitutional duties they are performing. God knows what constitutional duties they are performing, because when you look at all these things, it becomes you become so saddened. You become really, really saddened. And why is the Tinubu? It is, although it's still in its embryonic stage, but what was the rush of passing this supplementary budget? What is the rush? People are suffering. Even the minimum wage in Nigeria can't even buy one bag of rice. One bag. Think about that. Look at the suffering in the land. The people, because I know for a fact over a period, I know that Bola Tinubu, from the time he has been like the governor in Lagos, he takes care of his people. If you are related to him, whether with family or politically, he takes care of you. That's just, there's a huge disconnect between political office holders and the people. People in the grassroots are suffering really bad. Now, talking about the opposition in the house, what are they doing? Okay, now you are even still buying vehicles for lawmakers. These vehicles were imported from Japan, Toyota, Lexus. These are what they use the monies to buy. We have companies, indigenous assembly companies. We have indigenous car manufacturing companies in Nigeria. These people were not even consulted. These people were not even approached. Because I think personally, I think it should be a law that of political office holders should use Nigerian-made vehicles. That's one way of plunging the monies back into the economy. Go to other Western world, you won't see like presidents of other countries, for example America, using innocent motors. It never happens. In Sweden they use Volvo, the cars they manufacture here. In America they use their cars. In the UK they use, in France, in Germany they use Mercedes-Benz. But in Nigeria, where we are even, Nigeria as a country is still struggling to even leave the stage of a developing country, because it saddens me. So this is like a clarion call for Nigerians. Let us take the bull by the horn. Let us be involved in the government. Let us begin to ask critical questions. Let us begin to ask it, because gone are the days whereby politicians just do stuff and they get away with it. They get away with. I'm happy with. Okay, look at looking at the off-season cycle or election cycle. The high-handedness of incumbents. What happened? This is, please, Nigerians, please, let us rise up. Let us rise up. No matter what it is, let us participate in one way or the other. Let us be aware of our rights, because when the worst of us as individuals are our rulers, we will continue to suffer. We'll continue to suffer in the country, where there is several, from the north to the south, east and west in Nigeria, it's filled with natural resources. It's filled with natural resources. So please, this is one, I just wanted to talk about this budget, and also to call out the government that people are watching, people are looking, people are taking notes, because this supplementary budget is being funded with borrowed money. If we are borrowing the money, why would we have to use to buy yachts or fund SUVs for lawmakers, buy properties for president, vice president, office of the wife of the president, which is not even a constitutionally recognized office in the land, spending money that Nigeria don't have, with debt? Well, my name is Jonathan. I'm the advocate for the Magdalene Iyamu Cancer Foundation, where we advocate for people to be brave, to survive, to be brave. Because if we continue to have this kind of crisis, people will go into mental breakdown, sicknesses across the land. It is not the right thing. So let us continue to put our focal lens, focus on the government. Let us look at them critically. Let us begin to criticize them constructively. And other opposition in the House of Senate, in the House of Rep, what are you guys doing? When it comes to stuff that does not favor you, every week start hearing the noise. The prayers that was sent, that when Akpabio gave out money and called it prayers, everyone collected. The opposition did not say, okay, now this stuff is not, it's wasting public funds and the rest. We stand for the public, and you call them out. But you guys collected the money anyway. Now these SUVs that have been purchased, imagine it was passed on the 8th of November, and already they have distributed all these SUVs to the people. It is sad. It is sad. So you guys should rise up. Please rise up. Once again, my name is Jonathan Iyamu. Thank you for watching this video. If you like what we do on this channel, we talk about how we can provide assistance and awareness on the dangers that predispose to cancer, and how we can support people actually. So leave your comments in the comment section below. Subscribe to our channel, like what we do, and contact us and see how we can partner to carry out our civic responsibilities. Thank you so much, and God bless you. See you in our next video.